Hey guys, don't know if you can hear me, but it's Skissors, and I just wanted to make a quick video about probably my favorite fangirl Ampa now, cause it's been on my mind ever since, really. And yeah, I honestly don't have much to say, so let's just jump right into it. I was thinking of maybe making a tier list of who I like so far, and this is really awkward, so let's just jump into it. Okay, if you don't know what a tier list is, basically you can just go ahead and search on Google instead, because I'm a little bit dumb when it comes to, you know, definitions of such things. So gosh. So yeah, of course we can start with Cassidy. I mean, I guess she's pretty cool. Wasn't her talent like the pro gamer or something? I don't know. I literally just put her down there because she's a, you know, kind of just tries hard to kind of stand out. Although I'm not going to lie, I do appreciate the Ace Attorney reference. So yeah. All right. Damon, right? Okay. Damon, pretty rough guy, and honestly he reminds me so much of Hajime Hinata. So far I kind of like to see where his story is going, and I think he was called the ultimate debater or something. This guy is pretty, you know, he's pretty edgy, kind of like Hajime Hinata, and of course he's the protagonist, and I do believe that he has to survive. I mean, have you ever seen a protagonist die or something? No? Yeah, good. The situation that he pulled himself into when he said something pretty controversial that made the other students go, nope, we officially hate you now. It's kind of interesting how the story begins. You never know. But then again, that was just the demo version. But it was also chapter 1. I'm looking forward to, you know, his story and the other stories as well, because this guy, he honestly doesn't give two craps and stuff. And then what was his name called? Desmond? Oh yeah, Desmond. Desmond is fine as well. The ultimate arcsman. He gives off Peko Pekoyama vibes, except that I feel as though he's going to be the fifth culprit to get executed or something. He either gives fifth culprit vibes or he gives off like survivor vibes. Just think about like Maki Harukawa. You know how she was labeled as the ultimate assassin, but first off she did come off as the ultimate quote-unquote child caregiver. But when it was revealed that that wasn't her real talent, she still didn't kill anyone regardless. So I do think that that will be Desmond as well. Just because he has like a dangerous talent doesn't automatically mean that he would be the culprit. But if anything else, I feel like the reason why he will be a chapter 5 culprit to me is because we basically just figured out like Gozu is the mastermind, right? So that would mean none of these students we have met so far, none of them, I have a feeling no one will be the mastermind, since he's literally standing right in front of us and he's like, oh yeah, come and get me, haha, I'm the bad guy. But it also doesn't clear the fact that one of us, you know, us as in Damon, right? One of us is the traitor. You know, like in Danganronpa, there's always a traitor. There's always a traitor. But I don't know about V3 and I don't know about Ultra Despair Girls, but there is always a traitor. So I'm fearing that that will be Desmond, because you know how the mastermind also has this other chick who is like a sniper and stuff. So I feel like Desmond would either be maybe just an original culprit, but to me he gives off like traitor vibes like at the end, and I don't even know if he wanted to go through with it or if he was blackmailed to do it or something, or if he was working with him all along. I don't know the trick, but I could be wrong as well. But you know, since Gozu, or is it Tozu? Holy crap, I forgot. But since the mastermind of the game, you know how he's like, well, he's well protected because of that sniper, right? Like if you touch him, like the sniper will kill you, right? I feel like he must have told Desmond that about the whole killing game stuff and how he would get him to work along with him and stuff. Just like how he's working with that assassin. I don't know. It's pretty confusing to talk about. So let's move on. What's her name? The chameleon girl. Oh my gosh. Diana! That's her? Yeah, that's Diana. I like her design. When I saw on the Project Eden's Gardens Wikipedia, it said that like everyone has like this animal reference like incorporated into their design or something. I found that to be really cool because judging by the title, of course it's going to be animal themed. But anyways, she is the ultimate cosmetologist. I think it's a really swell talent. I think it's just mediocre. That's fine. She's fine. I'm honestly hoping that these characters get a lot more touch to their developments and stuff. And that goes for Diana, right? So I think Diana will definitely serve as the third culprit, kind of like Mikan. This whole like, you know, good girl gone bad cliche all over again. I'm getting that vibe from Diana herself. She may look sweet, but how long will she be able to like endure the killing game? Like how long will she be able to go through the killing game without, you know, going insane or whatever and then killing 2 people? That's my take. Next we have Eloise. Eloise is really sweet. She's really sweet, but I don't think she'll be a survivor, much rather like a victim. I can't see her killing someone, in my opinion. She's very she's very like fragile. So she always like, she cries easily and stuff, and man. But yeah, if anything, I hope they at least give her some time before she, I like her. She's sweet and I don't think she has any problems. So, but she's very fragile. This is Eva. Eva is fine as well. She is like, no doubt, going to be the kirigiri because she's also the first person we first meet. Well, if you exclude that scene from the bus, right? But Eva is, well, she's a mysterious girl. And the fact that her talent supports that ideology makes it even more interesting to learn more about her. Yeah, I like her sneakers though. The ultimate liar. And of course, I think she's also going to survive the killing game. It's really impossible to see her die. Like, it's impossible for someone to just saunter inside her room and like just kill her or whatever. It's impossible for her to kill someone too. So she's just there. Okay. Bunny girl. I'm already forgetting people's names. Grace Madison. The most American sounding name ever. But the fact that this killing game takes place in America, I think we're all doomed. Yeah. Grace Madison, you know, she has a very dynamic personality, and again, like Ryoma, she's the ultimate. Oh, wait, what? Wait, not like Ryoma. Okay, listen. The first time I saw her, she really gave off tennis vibes. Like, of course, she's like a sporty, like she's like an athlete type of girl, right? But I thought she did tennis. So I'm always thinking back to Ryoma Hoshi's talent and just him as a person, really. I'm always looking back and I'm thinking, that's who she reminds me of. Except that she doesn't play tennis, she plays golf. So I have basically embarrassed myself. She's really chill. Of course, like she has anger issues sometimes. Like she's my way or the highway type of girl, and she doesn't really like to waste her time. And when it came to this killing game, I understood why, because now these kids are going to be like locked up for like a month or so until 2 survive again. I'm guessing because of her, you know, her anger issues, she's going to be the first one to kill somebody. Just like how she had lunged. She lunged for the okay, she lunged for this guy. She lunged for Tozu, and she almost got shot because of it. And there was also this other moment where I think she was trying to remove the watch out of impatience, and she got zapped because of that. And then she died. And then she came back to life again. And I was like, don't you dare do that. You know how much I like you now, huh? But yeah, I like her. She's really dynamic. Like, she has a dynamic personality, like very energetic and all that stuff. But I have a feeling she won't survive, like, for the next chapters. Like, she'll die in chapter 1. That's my take. Who is she gonna kill? Watch my video from my previous. Holy crap, I'm always forgetting people's names. I'm becoming old now. Ingrid Grimwall. Okay, Ingrid is a sweetheart too. She's very sweet. She's our buff waifu. Ingrid would not survive the killing game, according to me though. She would die as a victim. I think she's a sweetheart. I think she's a girl who doesn't really like conflict and stuff. But again, that's just me. So I want to see where she goes. Okay, Jean is fine. Jean is swag, very swag. His talent for being like the ultimate pirate or whatever it's called. Hold on. Oh, it's not even the ultimate pirate. This is not the ultimate pirate. Okay, it's a stupid talent. But at the same time, it's one that I don't mind because it sounds really cool itself. But there are those characters in Danganronpa who just have the most stupidest of talents, yet somehow they survive. Somehow people like this loser, lame-o, sometimes people like this person. I feel like people with useless talents, I think they're going to be like surviving. They're going to survive the killing game. Think about Sonia Nevermind, like the ultimate princess. What does she do? Is she like a film star in all the Disney movies and stuff? I haven't seen her there. Like, think about Hagakure. Like, what's the point of having a talent you're so bad at? Like, his predictions don't really come true. I guess most of the times I may have forgotten. It's been a while since I've played Trigger Happy Havoc, but the people with every time, for some reason, the people with the most stupidest talents, they always survive. They always survive the killing game. Even Himiko survived the killing game. Like, she didn't even do magic. She's just saying, it's magic. What's magic? All 12 people dying or something? I don't understand, Himiko. So yeah, I honestly think Kai is a loser, and I think he's also going to be surviving the killing game, which is a big loser excuse for wanting to live. Yeah, somehow. He's going to be like a combination of Sonia Nevermind and Kazuichi Soda, and then you just mash them together and boom, you get Kai. Some beautiful, cowardly guy. So, very, very loser. Very much like a loser. Jet Dawson, the ultimate drag racer. You know, when I read that talent, I was thinking about something else. Anyway, I like Jet. He's my bro. Jet is a really cool guy. He's going to be he has to be the culprit in the 4th chapter. He's a really great guy. A lot of the characters in Danganronpa, like the ones that die, are usually like the coolest ones, you know? Nagito. I really like Jet. Cheers up this guy, which we'll talk about next time. I also like his design. His design is very cool. Give me 1 second. Dude, look at that design. It's so cool. He is so cool. Holy crap. Jet looks like that one friend that we all want, because he's really chill and he's also very, very outgoing and stuff, making sure that everybody is okay. I really like that. I think those type of character tropes are very cool. And do you see this belt like dangling down his suit or whatever, right? Like, it's so cool. Look at that. I think he's a coyote or something. said coyote. I thought he was a wolf. But anyways, I find it to be so cool. I am really looking forward to that mask reveal. And also I do want to clarify that, you know, between him and him, you know these two, you know this guy I just talked about, yeah, you know him. I do want to clarify for a second that, you know, between these two, one of them have to be the traitor. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, like, think about it for a moment. You know how Tozu basically has like a mask and stuff? Like these two, they have masks, and he has, well, a helmet. He has a helmet, but we can't see him, right? So what if like he has this whole like happy-go-lucky kind of attitude, right? And what if he is just doing this all for show because he's actually working with Tozu and the other lady, right? What if? Although I hate to say it, I just have to keep my possibilities open. Although I hate to see if he was actually the traitor, I just want to keep my possibilities open and stuff. Jet is a cool guy with a cool attitude. Honestly, good luck to all these people who are in the killing game. Like, I can't do anything about it. I'm not part of the killing game. And then we have this guy. Oh, what was his name? Mike? Mark! Like Markiplier. Okay. This guy is potentially fine. He is very adorable. And of course, he's like very shy. I don't know why I was thinking that he was going to be like amongst those group of antagonists. Like you have Kokichi, and then you have Byakuya, and then you have Nagito. I thought he was going to be like the Kokichi of the of the killing game, and I don't know why. Just leave me alone. Don't ask me why. He really doesn't talk much, and I don't think I've seen him talk in the trial. But that's okay, since we already just started the killing game, right? There's definitely a lot of time put into growing his character, right? So I want to see where he goes before he dies in chapter 3. He looks like a chapter 3 victim to me. Like those characters who you really like and you really want to survive, but then they get attacked by the chapter 3 syndrome. Think of it like Ibuki and Hiyoko, or maybe someone like Tenko. Yeah, I think Mark is going to be in that type of group. We see him for the first time, and then we warm up to him, and then he's dead. Just like that. Like as though the game hates us or something. Either that or Mark survives. It would be nice to see him survive, but I don't think he will survive. You get what I mean? He's going to be a victim, that's for sure. And also, I think she's also going to be a victim too in the third case. But I really love her, and I love her design, and I'm going to cry. I am going to get myself a box of tissues when Toshiko dies. I really like her so much. She's very mysterious because, you know, she's hiding behind her traditional fan, but I think she means no harm as well. She too wants to get outside of the killing game, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want her to die. I don't want a lot of these kids to die. Like, I really got used to every single one of these people, and it hurts to see them leave one by one. I mean, we haven't seen it yet, but I just don't want to see them die. This is Ulysses. Ulysses has to die in the first chapter. He's just that type of guy you meet and then he dies and then you're like, wait, who died again? Oh, Ulysses? Oh, that guy. Oh, okay. They're trying to get us warmed up for the killing game. Like, they're trying to get us warmed up before, like, we start spilling crocodile tears. So they bring Ulysses to us and then they show us an example of what we're about to see in the latter chapters, right? And also, I think Ulysses is fine. He's just there. I don't like him. I don't dislike him. He is okay. So that's why I think he will just be the first one to vanish. That's the word I'm looking for. Weno-no, she is okay. She's the ultimate entrepreneur. Oh, God. She's a bit bland, but I like to see where where she's gonna go. There's actually not much I want to say about Weno-no, but there's a lot I want to say about Wolfgang, but I'll just keep it to myself. My sun, my moon, my universe. Wolfgang is a really chill guy. If he has a lot of like fans out there already, I won't be surprised, because his appearance depicts to that one gaming reference, which I haven't played yet actually, but I still understood that that line, that meme. Wolfgang is honestly such a sweetheart. I like how he puts others first, maybe before himself and stuff, to ensure that everyone is okay. So far, looking back at how he was kind of a leader in the game, right? I do have this theory that honestly, I think he might be the Byakuya of the group, because with him being the ultimate, with the ultimate lawyer and stuff, I feel like he wants to be the type of person who ensures that everybody will be safe and that no one will be harmed during the killing game. But once Damon steps in and he kind of like gains his reputation back, you know, after looking back to chapter 1, right? Once that happens and he, you know, saves like 14 people, like let's say after the class trial, and then everyone is like, oh, we're so sorry, we wronged you, Damon. Once he does that, and then he does that all over again, like let's say in chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4 and all that kind of stuff, I feel like Wolfgang would be a bit envious about that, because since Damon is the ultimate debater, and he, as in like Wolfgang, is the ultimate lawyer, I feel like Wolfgang will be taking the killing game as some sort of trial, and Wolfgang will be the type who doesn't want to, let's say, lose or something. And since Damon will be stealing his points and all that stuff, Wolfgang will get mad and try to, let's say, I don't know if I want to say like sabotage or anything, but he'd get pretty envious later on in the game about like Damon, you know, about stealing the spotlight and all that stuff. But then again, I could be wrong. You know those type of characters where like at the beginning they're very nice and sweet and considerate, but it so turns out that they too can be like bad people. They can be villains and stuff, right? I'm getting that hint. That's what I think about when it comes to Wolfgang. If Wolfgang presents a claim, Damon will be the one to kind of like dispute, like he'll be the type to dispute that claim and correct it maybe, and then everybody would be cheering for Damon but not for Wolfgang. Then Wolfgang will feel terrible about that, and he will start to feel mad over Damon, right? For always quote unquote like getting in the way of things. Like let's say, you know how Wolfgang is the ultimate lawyer? He will honestly like kind of shove down that he will shove that title down like people's throats and stuff, saying like, but why are you listening to this person? Like, I am right because I have been in these sort of trials before, in like real courtroom trials and stuff, and I know how this method works. So why on earth are you listening to somebody who doesn't have that experience? Someone who's just a debater. That's the thing I'm kind of getting from Wolfgang, and I really hate to admit it. And I hate to also admit this, but he's also going to, I don't think he will survive. I wish he could, because I really like him a lot so far, but I don't see him surviving at all. Like, if anything, he will be like this close to surviving, just this itty bitty close to surviving, and then he's dead. It will be in chapter 5, by the way. Then everyone will be thinking back to his past actions. Kind of like how in Danganronpa 3, Suichi, Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and we'll be looking back to Kokichi's actions and just trying to figure out like if he really was the bad person. But it turns out that Tsumugi was the bad person, but still. He will be a victim of Desmond's crime, basically, is what I'm saying. And I'd hate to see him go. Honestly, I really like this guy. There you have it. That's my my tier list. Oh yeah, and I also think that Cassidy is going to survive. So Cassidy, Damon, this loser, Jean. Just remember, kids, there's always that one survivor with a stupid talent, okay? With a useless talent. And then Eva. So that's my take. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be writing some more scripts.
What was your motivation for story writing? What motivated you to write the plot for the fandom? So the motivation came from wanting to create our own take of DR writing and its own mechanics. Kind of like our own standalone take. Our story is very much inspired by DR, by how the story is written, how Kodaka writes a story. My main motivation is to improve the already introduced concepts in Danganronpa and even introduce more concepts into our writing. Our universe is not at all connected to DR's canon, so we want to provide a unique experience to all of you whilst taking inspiration from DR. We want all of you to break away your expectations of DR and kind of go into this game fresh.
Oh no!